everybody. Welcome to Movie Fight. I'm not better. I am Z. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Movie Fight. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Movie Fight. I am Z.
Mike.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm James.
And together we are.
With our powers combined.
We make a semi-perfect golf. And you guys also lied. It's Patton and Dima.
Whatever.
I call him Jay, but nobody calls you Brandon.
Yeah.
Like, you should legally just change him to Patton, just like Cher.
Somebody's
I love your
got
suggestions.
to quit earthquaking the table. So you two monkeys.
I'm sorry that we're men.
I
and
know.
things move.
Just because we're giants.
You're not really that big of a giant. All right. So we're gonna start off like
I'm
normal.
bigger.
I'm like an inch shorter than you, bro.
I make him feel so much smaller.
So small.
Come on, just admit it. Just admit it.
No.
All right. So we're gonna start off with our trailer breakdown like normal. The first one is The Undoing.
Yep, starts October 25th and HBO Max.
So me and Mike were actually just talking like, what is the next HBO show? Because normally when the show stops, they continue with the next one. Like Lovecraft Country just ended on Sunday.
Mhm.
So I guess we got our answer.
Maybe. We'll see if it looks any good.
You know what I love about this? You could never tell they were rich. It's all so classy and understated.
I'll make it up to you later.
Make it up to me now. Let's find a room. They must have a few.
You're so bad.
This is what rich, entitled people do when threatened. They conceal the ugly truths to protect themselves.
The community is in shock tonight over the gruesome discovery of a fourth-grade mother found bludgeoned to death.
This story will explode.
Murder is ugly business. I must warn you, whatever you've heard, it's worse than you think.
Your daughter is hiding something.
You think you can handle everything on your own? This is bigger than you.
Can we just get a quick selfie?
I'll fix this.
You speak of ugliness. You have not yet met ugliness.
People hire me to create muck.
You just kept hitting and hitting.
You stay away from my family.
Crazy people do crazy things.
And they think they can get away with it because they're rich.
All right, Mike has a new catchphrase to say. Come on, say it.
Is Donald Sutherland just gonna play every rich old person?
No,
Like,
wait,
okay.
that's not his catchphrase.
That's catchphrase. Is Donald Sutherland play every
Yeah, that's
person?
That's a niche from me.
As soon as I saw Donald Sutherland, I was like, "Oh, I know exactly."
Once again, that was a Brandon requested
Yeah,
transfer.
I didn't start.
I know.
That's a no.
That's a hard no.
Yeah.
Dynamite.
All right, on to the
Really
next one.
it?
It's gonna be that.
All right.
The other thing. No.
Okay.
No.
You're doing Tracy Morgan.
No.
now.
No.
Wait,
Hell
what?
no.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
no.
All right, this next one is The Giant. We have no idea. It just says thriller movie.
Okay, this is your request.
Yeah.
Well, this is all.
So
this
you
is
take
Jimmy's.
responsibility.
This is Jimmy's, yeah.
No.
No. I just don't know what it is, so I'm curious.
It can't be
Mostly.
any worse than Brandon's last choice.
I didn't know what the fuck that was, but HBO Max, I mean, this is, who the fuck knows what this is?
Vertical, clearly.
You remember last summer
I mean, just good.
Turn it up.
when we heard those
Remember the mixing said it was terrible?
Do you ever hear him anymore?
Where have you been, Joe?
It's crazy that the black levels look so bad too, even that I have a good television.
And everything we felt, we'll feel again. All this heat, all this sweat, all this pain.
You're back from the dead.
I really hope that this kind of is like the movie Troll Hunter.
Oh, really? You want it like that?
I would enjoy it if it had the big monsters in it, but it's...
That's what I hope, yeah. I want a big monster.
The Troll Hunter was sweet.
What are you so afraid of?
See, they're using the giant. It's a metaphor.
Well, they showed shadows of a big person.
Or it's just a projected shadow.
So I'm going to go like this for now. I may watch it.
Yeah.
Now we have Embattled.
Was this the MMA one?
It's one of the MMA ones.
Lightweight champion of the world.
The greatest
We have two this week.
fighter in the history of the sport.
One of the most polarizing athletes in all of sports.
Liquid Cash Boykin.
You killed a man.
I know he's back in your life.
Helping you follow your dreams.
What's up? I'm with my boy Jet here. About to be arrested for child abuse. That's right. Mama's boy.
Holy crap. But because of him,
How's that feel?
you've had to suffer.
Suffer? No, they learn. Hard work. Adversity. That's how winners are made.
It never stops. And I always feel like a failure.
Over under, that guy tried basing kind of
You're
like
the most
Connor.
wonderful, loving, giving brother.
This might be the worst push-ups I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. I learned it from you.
Thanks for including me. Always sport. Got Jet a fight. He's got a bright future. Let's end this now. Jet Boykins is your winner.
Fighting isn't who you are, it's what you do.
You're laughing. What is that?
Ooh.
You've been offered another fight?
Unfortunately, it's against me.
Knew that was coming.
Right?
The most
Father versus son.
fight in WFA history between Cash Boykins and his 18-year-old son, Jet.
Every 18-year-old kid out there deserves a good old-fashioned ass whooping.
He's been saying that exact same line to me since I was 3.
You got to dance with the devil, huh?
Pray I never end up like you.
You won't. Tomorrow night, you die. Dance with the devil, huh?
Don't bet on it.
That's from Scrubs.
So it looked good, but I feel like I watched the whole movie now.
Yeah, I kind of
They
feel
gave
like
away way too much.
I agree.
All right, so
I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna watch
Yeah, I'll
it,
check it
but
all right, this next one looks better. I actually watched this one. This is more so for Mike and James. They'll appreciate it more.
Cage Fighter.
Yeah, look at the first name,
Yeah. And
John Moxley.
Oh, nice.
And look what they're setting up.
Look at the acting on. No, it
what-
doesn't look as.
What are they setting up? You can tell. Superman kick. All right, press play.
These two men are putting on one exciting title fight. Calm down. Done this a long time.
What's up, Chuck Liddell?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I had this on Plex.
You did actually have it? Okay. Yeah, it's. I didn't realize. I just saw the trailer, but the movie's been out for like a week. That's what I was gonna ask you.
I got a proposition for you boys.
What's going on?
Reese Gibbons will be fighting Randy Stone.
From pro wrestling?
I am the last man standing.
You're talking pro wrestling, I'm talking MMA.
So they're actually showing AEW footage.
Talking about a real fight.
You don't think I belong in the cage with you?
I'm done.
Save it for the
Here we are. The biggest fight in our history.
I'm gonna beat this man within an inch of his life. This ain't a joke.
Look, I'm being realistic. What if we lose?
This will be the ugliest.
Wait, that was
fight
Luke
in your
Rockhold.
life.
Are you
That's where he's just holding the notes.
He's stronger than you. He's meaner than you.
I'm doing it longer. Got this.
In MMA, anything could happen.
It's a cool walkout cage.
I can't believe it!
Yeah. You in, Mike?
No.
Aw.
So that's why I'm using AEW footage. That's just lazy.
This is one that Jimmy requested.
Empty Man. I'm sorry, the Empty Man.
The Empty Man.
I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
We saw. Did we see a teaser for this before? I think it was.
I believe so. Yeah. All right, start it up.
Hey, wait. We gotta try it.
Try what?
Calling the empty man.
Who's the empty man?
If you're on a bridge and you find a bottle, you blow into it.
I thought that was the
And
kid
you think
from
about the
Stranger
empty
Things
man.
for 2 seconds.
I did too. I was
Come
there.
on, Mandy, how old are you?
Tell him the rest.
On the first night, you hear him. And on the second night, you see him.
And on the third night?
Well, on the third night, he finds you. He finds you. You can hear him, can't you? Squirming his way into your thoughts. Like a disease. And his message is contagious. The empty man, 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 the empty man.
That was the slowest jump scare I've ever seen. It was crowning.
At least it's rated R.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I check it out.
Yeah, it looked like, for a horror movie, looked watchable.
Well, also we're not getting many horror movies.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. I've seen trailers for worse looking horror movies. So.
All right, then we have The Jungle Land, the third fighting trailer this
Really?
week.
Another one.
This one's about boxing.
Oh.
So we're carrying all three: MMA, pro wrestling, boxing.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like Dad fight back.
Should I go?
Good lion. I mean, I can see it. I can see our future when I close my eyes.
Branches.
Got it all laid out in front of us. We're not gonna lose.
Hey, something wonderful's happening tonight, ladies. I can feel it.
Come on, give me a little roar. Let me
We've all been there, right? Warming up in the kitchen.
Yep.
You walk out to a banquet hall. What happens?
You owe me money. You don't have. I'm offering you an opportunity. Battle Royale for 100K. Take it to this address by this time next week, and Lion stays on the card.
You don't seem like a boxer to me.
What do you mean?
You haven't got that thing?
What thing? This thing? I don't walk around going like this to people. I could kill you, but I'd never get a return on my investment.
We got one option. We fight.
I didn't realize that was the guy from Love.
Yep.
You use me and what I'm good at, and everybody knows it. You set me up! What am I gonna look out for you?
I know what you're trying to do.
You don't know why I do what I do.
We're not gonna lose.
Sweet a rat tail. I used to have one of those.
So listen, I like a good, depressing, powerful drama.
I'll
But
say
you got to space it out though. We've watched like a lot of those trailers.
Next one is
Now I'm
think,
just depressed and want to go.
The Mandalorian.
Bring it back up.
Yep.
Some baby.
Oh my
Yoda.
god, this is gonna be so depressing. Jimmy still has never seen anything past first episode.
No.
Well, now you know he lives at the end of season 1.
Apparently.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Make sure you put it on the headline, Adam.
Mandalorian is in the Mandalorian.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Is it?
Wait, Mando?
Mando's in.
What's that What's that WCW wrestling? Mongo, right?
Oh, Steven Michael.
Stand down.
I'm here on business. I need your help. I've been quested to bring this one back to its kind. If I can locate other Mandalorians, they can guide me.
This is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes. Here we go.
The Mandalorian. New season streaming October 30th. Only on Disney Plus.
Oh, pause that. You're good. Back up. This is different things.
Okay. That one guy was the same guy who got his arm blown off in Predator.
Yeah, Carl Weather.
Paul Weathers?
Is that his name?
He's also a super cheap person.
Huh?
Like he's a super like cheapsteak.
Oh, is he? Oh.
In Arrested Development, he was in there too, and they actually made fun of him. Like he was like, "Wait, you throwing that out?" Apparently, he's very, very cheap.
No, I didn't know that. I just remember him losing his shit in Predator because his arm got blown off.
Yep.
Also lost the arm in Happy Gilmore.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chubbs.
yeah.
That was Chubbs. That's right. He lost his hand. That damn gator.
Then we have one more. The third week in a row, we're talking about Monster Hunter.
It's a real trailer this time.
We hope.
Are we
We
sure?
hope.
For real
We
this
hope.
time.
We hope.
It's for real.
Teaser.
Yep. Monster Hunter. Blue ball. Press play.
Will we actually see a monster this time?
Yeah, Diablos, I believe. Which people make fun of because in the poster she has like fire weapons fighting the Diablos, who is resistant to fire.
Captain, do you have any idea what those markers
Turn
are?
up a little bit.
They look pretty ancient. Tracks end here. It's definitely Bravo team.
They don't just disappear.
Are you still lost with Okay, portal.
Where the hell are we?
That lightning, it hit those markers and it took us somewhere.
Guys!
So what? Are we like Guardians of the Galaxy now?
On our six!
Diablos. Holy shit.
Did you see that thing? Fall back!
This is officially above my pay grade.
I don't care what those creatures are.
A lot of good-looking women in this
Destroy them
squad team.
and close the gateway.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm getting us all home.
Do you think it actually comes out in December?
Yes.
I would say yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
I
see
want to
it.
see it. a little more in the trailer than I wanted to see.
That's how all action trailers are.
Yep. I know.
Portal. That's how it happened. Okay.
It makes sense because in the game there's not as many guns. Just a lot of giant weapons.
Yeah.
Which I saw some of that in the trailer. He had a giant like bone.
The sword, the
thing.
bow, stuff like that. So.
All right.
So now we have to talk about another cinematic universe. The Power Ranger cinematic universe with movie and TV shows in the works.
What's the extension of that?
I don't know. Scroll down a little bit. So.
What's the extension of that?
I don't know. They revised it. The latest Power Ranger film will be set in 1990 and will be directed by Jonathan Entwistle.
So it'll be set in when the Power Rangers came out.
Yeah. So
I didn't hate that last movie.
Me neither.
No,
I didn't like what they did to Goldar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Goldar was badass.
No, they
turned him just into a giant golden.
There we go.
Yeah, there we
goop.
go.
Look at him. Look at him.
A lot of people,
Beautiful.
including myself, I think enjoyed the movie for nostalgia's sake. But when you step back, it's like they kind of missed the mark on a couple of things.
I didn't hate the casting of the.
The casting was good.
No, the casting wasn't bad.
The story wasn't atrocious.
It
wasn't like Ivan Ooze being trapped in there and doing that.
I liked
the skydiving scene with the snowboard from the first one.
Yeah,
I liked the uniforms.
Yeah, with that rockin' Red Hot Chili Pepper song in it.
The uniforms were fine. I didn't mind that. The acting I thought was a little
but it's always
yeah.
So I don't know. And then I know they're
That's
also
what you get when they also use like unknown actors too. Like you gotta think like they didn't use like the biggest actor was Elizabeth Banks.
Well, no, the biggest other actor was the Red Ranger who was in Stranger Things.
Yeah. Well, he was in Stranger Things after the Power Rangers movie though.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that got him into Stranger Things.
Wasn't Walter White? What's his name? How you saying Elizabeth Banks the biggest actress?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Heisenberg, man.
Zordon.
I forgot he played Zordon.
Yeah,
that's
Zordon
actually.
was Heisenberg, yeah, I forgot about that.
They're also doing a fan-made movie about Lord Draxon, which that should be cool.
Yeah.
Which that was a last year comic series where Tommy is from, guess what, a parallel universe.
Where he's evil and he hunts
he never
down
actually
all
turned
the Power
good.
Rangers.
So he goes to all the other like universes and kill all the other Power Rangers.
Okay.
It's dope.
All right.
Good series.
But yeah, so another cinematic universe is in the works. And then actually
wait, real quick, put your guess. What's the next cinematic universe?
Oh, we already got one. I'm talking about a next story.
Huh? Oh, the next.
Oh yeah, next story.
Right.
Can you go to the next one real fast? So you know how the rumor was going around that that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to come back for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sony finally addressed it, said that it's not confirmed. So they didn't say no. And then apparently the other rumor that's coming out now is the plan is to do the movie, do a multiverse type movie, and then give Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield their own standalone Spider-Man movie that takes place in their universe that then ties into everything else.
So split the Spider-Verse up into different movies.
Yes. So we may get Spider-Man 4, we may get...
Let me say, we talked about this in one of the episodes. The multiverse is kind of a cop-out and a lot of times.
That's what I'm worried about.
However, I like the fact that it allows Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to come back and reprise the role.
Yes.
So,
but how do you feel about them having 3 separate Spider-Man movies coming out? Possibly even 4. Because then they're also talking about doing Miles Morales. And for Miles Morales' backstory, one of the Spider-Mans have to die. That's how he takes over the mantle.
Tobey Maguire.
I was just about to say Tobey Maguire. It's got to be Tobey Maguire.
So Tobey may come back if Sam Raimi directs Spider-Man 4.
Yep.
And they actually let him do what he was going to.
I'm not super upset about this like I would be done on something else. And that's only because I want to see the others get their chance.
Yeah.
I want to see Sam Raimi's 4th movie. Because he had the fourth movie all planned out and like ready.
Yep, Sammy Raimi's is in good standing with Spider-Man, with Marvel for doing the that's how he gets the pictures. Real quick, speaking of Spider-Man pictures, you know that Jay Jonah just used to steal from Peter Parker?
Wait, what?
He used to steal from him.
Who? Wait, what say they?
Jay Jonah Jameson used to steal from Peter Parker.
He didn't pay him for the pictures.
Well, no, he paid him for the pictures, but they were the only one to actually post Spider-Man pictures, because who else got the good pictures besides Peter? But then every other news article and paper also had the same pictures of Spider-Man, so he would go to other papers, sell them the pictures of Spider-Man, not pay Peter that money.
Oh, jeez.
And Peter was always so poor.
What a jerk.
Sorry,
poor Peter.
Then we have another superhero movie that's been announced as well. Oh, actually, sorry. Spider-Man 3 also just started filming in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to probably be getting some set photos. Jamie Foxx in his Electro, he said not blue.
They said by the end of 2020, we should have like set photos, possibly a teaser.
Yeah, by December.
Okay.
So, then we have Michael B. Jordan producing a Static Shock movie for DC.
Yes.
So he is writing a check.
100 times yes.
So, his company is going to be the main people who do it. Okay. So,
I feel Static Shock deserves his own movie.
Yeah, I feel like it could be good. A lot of people are saying the young kid from Stranger Things. They said he would be a good Static Shock, and sadly, it's because name another teenager black actor.
That's a tough one.
So because he's young, they're like, we got to get him.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's probably a good choice.
No, I feel like he could be. He has that nerdy vibe to him.
Yeah.
You know, Virgil was always not the.
He wasn't the popular kid.
Yeah,
no,
so it could be good. Ooh, and then his friend could be Tom. I'm joking.
Tom Holland.
And then the bad guy, Jason Momoa. Then we have another horror movie being announced. Well, it's really weird. So they actually shared some footage for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like they have a website showing the mask and some other stuff.
So reboot,
direct sequel to this first one.
Good, because that's the one that was actually good.
Yeah, so kind of what Halloween did,
They're retconning
where they retcon everything else and they just do that.
Yeah,
but it takes place. Can you click on that one and go? And there should be a link for the website. Scroll down. Oh, there it is. Official website. So then this is what you see. Oh, you can leave the sound on. That's fine. So that's what they show. And it gets bigger and stuff like that. But it takes place.
Was there a teaser for this out?
Well,
because I thought I saw something.
There's a lot of fan-made stuff.
Wasn't he like running through a field?
Nope, this is really it so far.
Okay.
So 1974, the world witnessed that. In 2021, they faced the monster return. So that's literally it, which is cool. You see the eye randomly pop up. But the funny thing is, the reason this got shared is because in Call of Duty now, they added Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Billy the Puppet from Jigsaw. And because they shared that, then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre people shared this.
Okay.
So another horror sequel, which is the new thing that they're just retconning all the bad movies, which is good. So,
yeah, for my money, the original is like one of the scariest movies.
Oh,
well, not the original, but the modern remake.
No.
No, the original. From
you're talking about the original.
70 original.
Okay.
With the wheelchair bound
fucking
kid,
terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the music playing right now on the actual website is the intro. The music that played in the first trailer and a couple other trailers after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it is actually
Yeah, that movie is just creepy all the way through.
So the synopsis, I guess, of this is there's two girls who won, you know, like a business lady and stuff like that, and they go on a vacation type thing, and her sister is also wheelchair bound to kind of tie into the first one, how the one guy was wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a direct sequel to that one. I'm not sure what time frame. It says 2021, so it could be a modern movie.
Right.
Which is crazy to think that Leatherface 40, you know what I mean? Yeah, like 50 years almost.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So
I kind of like it if they did it in the 70s, because then you kind of eliminate cell phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, were you gonna get to a payphone or something?
Yeah, that's one of the weird things about horror movies.
I know. Like now, it's just like, okay, hey, get my location. Where?
The phone's gonna get smashed right off the bat.
Click SOS.
Either that or, oh man, my phone doesn't have service. What will I do?
Yeah.
Well, or the other thing is, you know, it's there's a weird, crazy guy who idolizes this. You call him a serial killer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Copycat.
Yeah.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
But we'll see next year. So next year we have Halloween, this, Candyman.
I'm excited for Candyman.
I'm excited for Candyman too.
The Empty Man. Come on.
No, I'm just talking about sequels. Like, I believe there's also, they're working on the Friday the 13th one.
Yep.
They're working on a Freddy one.
I want a big budget Slender Man movie.
So
Mike does.
No, you can get rid of that on the screen too. That's enough.
Mike's getting scared. It's
So,
too much.
Go away.
Speaking of like synapses, we also have, if you want to click on the next one real quick, we actually have the story about Space Jam 2, A New Legacy. So there was a lot of stills going around that this movie, because it takes place in the WB studio, LeBron is actually interacting with Pennywise the Clown, the Joker, and the Mask.
I love it.
So, and then, how do you feel about this though? The main game at the end is going to be played between current NWA and WNBA roster.
Huh? What you say? NWA?
NBA.
Oh.
I'm thinking like WCW, NWA.
No.
Sting drops down.
NBA.
I was thinking if Superman and Ice Cube.
No, I thought you said NW.
No, I said NBA.
NWA.
Maybe current NWA. Maybe because I was thinking WNBA.
You said, hold on. You said NWA.
Sports, why don't you sit this without Champ? I got it.
You did say NWA. I'm sitting here and I'm
Me
like,
and James got it.
I'm over here sitting. I was like,
James doesn't like
I didn't
basketball.
say nothing.
I said those sports.
I'm like, did he just say NWA?
Are you Googling it to see who's right?
No, I think I mixed up
Are you
WNBA.
sure, gang?
No,
I swear I heard you say NWA.
if LeBron plays
guess what?
NWA,
Guess what?
This is the greatest movie of all time.
But guess what? We have it recorded, so it's fine.
So I talked to Z about this a little bit.
Oh, and Don Cheadle's the bad guy.
I don't know how I feel
Captain
about
America.
this.
Wow, Mike. You mean Captain Planet?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Captain Planet. Yeah.
All right, I know sports. You know,
Nerd thing.
right?
No, I'm
Whatever.
a huge. You know, my childhood was like one of my
did
favorite
you see
movies.
the
Even
the-
in college?
Did
it
you
was
see
like
the
one of my
outfits?
favorites.
They actually have the like the uniforms. Can you pull up Space Jam: A New Legacy?
I mean, who doesn't like the original Space Jam? Like,
No, that's the
love-
thing.
it's so
I love
good.
that one so much that I'm worried this is gonna be just crap.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. LeBron and his son go to the WB studio and they get trapped through like a portal kind of thing, and then he actually gets them to try to battle for basketball.
do you know how much merchandising?
I'll go to images.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't
Yeah.
make business
The third
sense.
Yeah, I'm saying this was a no-brainer. Like, how do you mess this up?
Yeah, that's the outfit.
Cool. Doom Squad. I mean, it just seems like it's too easy to mess up. Just have the Looney Tunes play basketball with current NBA players, make some jokes, have some cameos, sell some merchandise, go home. This is an easy one.
It is
That's a
easy.
softball.
It's a total cash grab
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
As long as they understand exactly what it is and don't try to put in like a message or anything. Or just
Message.
Message.
just
Sorry.
let it be what it is. Then it'll be fine. That's
Sorry,
all.
it just popped in my head.
Just let it be.
So
Yeah, that's easy.
it's a new legacy. And then we also have a legacy ending. See a segue there with Fast and the Furious.
2 parts.
It's going to be a 2-part movie after 9, a 10th and the 11th. 2-parter, because all great movie franchise needs a 2-parter for the end.
But the second part's going to be a part A and a part B. They're going to have the first part of that movie 1 year, and then they're going to split into 2 different movies. So actually 3 total movies. Watch, I'm telling you.
Man, have you ever seen Scott Steiner math? So there's a 33% chance if you and me go 1-on-1, but then there's a 60s.
I like that Justin Land's directing both movies, though.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
I love Fast and the Furious. It's my guilty pleasure.
I thought The Office was.
That's just amazing.
You
guys are idiots.
Wow, way to throw out the insult, bro. And somebody doesn't understand their argument,
man.
I'm not wrong. You're stupid. Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen a single Fast and the Furious since the second one.
What?
Which is hilarious.
Nope. Really?
I have not seen a single Fast and the Furious.
Seriously?
Yep.
That's not real.
You didn't know that?
James, tell me that's not real.
That's real.
It's real.
So the last Fast and the Furious you saw was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he didn't get to see Tokyo Drift.
Well, let me tell you, things have changed just a tad bit.
Wait, space?
Just a tad.
They have superpowers now, all right?
Okay.
You know the laws of physics. We don't
apply.
Wait, is it like the transporter where they do the flip and they catch the bomb on a crane perfectly and they lift it off? Is it
even better?
Yeah, it's better than
I saw the Hobbs and Shaw trailer.
Yeah,
sorry. That was the 9th trailer when he was driving and he hit that bridge and the car perfectly got caught. And
he's so good at driving, he can just like touch things with cars by a fraction.
And I understand that there's a lot of family. And
there's always family.
Okay, all right.
That's how the end of the series is going to be. It's going to be like the ending.
You're going to be at the dinner table.
He's like, you know what? We may so and so might be gone or whatever. Maybe Vin Diesel dies. I don't know. And he's like, well, family never dies. Like.
And every movie Vin Diesel gets an Infinity Stone and he gets stronger.
All right, basically. you guys just sold me. No, like I said, I've never seen any of that past the second one. Not because I'm not interested. Actually, that's just it. I really don't care. I haven't heard that
I'm not interested. Wait, no, that's it.
Well,
watch number 5.
But it's not like I've heard they're bad.
No,
I just hear
number 3 is so
I
good.
I hear that's the worst one.
It is the worst one,
but it's still good.
It's they take it a whole different.
People always find it weird that I haven't seen more of these, or that I've never seen a single Final Destination.
That's not. I mean, that's not that
I haven't
weird.
seen Final Destination. I've seen the first one.
First couple were good, and then they got
one,
pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. That's not as weird as Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious is shocking.
But 5 is where they really pivoted from like street racing to.
I like 4 though. 4 gets slept on.
I like them all, really but good. 5, in my opinion, because that's when they added the rock.
Yeah,
the whole other element,
the
of,
brick,
the stone.
So, like I said, maybe I'll watch them.
What you mean maybe?
Remember,
have to watch.
Remember, up until the beginning of this little podcast of ours, I never seen any of the John Wicks, and I powered through all of those in one day.
Okay, don't say powered through.
I know like
that whole ride was
like,
enjoyable.
oh my god, more Keanu Reeves.
Like I said, I felt like they're all on the same playing field, all very enjoyable, but none of them is like vastly superior to the other one.
No, it's 3 movies that make one good story.
Yeah, like I said, like no,
one's gonna be good.
But I powered through them, which means I watched them in like 2 days. You know what I mean? Like I just started them and I watched them all. It's not like, I was Mike watching Love and Monster and just fast forward every couple seconds. And like, or James watching anime where he just reads like half the words and go, I understand.
I got the gist.
Context.
Yep.
Play it at 2 times speed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but do you think that it's actually going to end, or do you think it's just going to end with Vin Diesel and then Ludacris?
The main story is going to end. They will definitely do spinoffs because just having that Fast and Furious name up there, it's going to...
But now we got Hot Wheels.
Tyrese, man, he's going to need a paycheck, so he's going to have a spinoff for him. Ludacris, they'll have their own little thing.
Oh, they got the women of Fast and Furious too.
Oh god,
of course,
yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh boy,
just the women,
just a bunch of
so
dents.
There will be spinoffs. I can guarantee that.
Just a bunch of bad driving. Am I right? Am I right?
Can you put sexist right here? All right. So a very, very small news week.
Yeah.
The other thing that we have that really didn't pull up though is that a lot of set photos of the Batman got out. They have some ads showing a toxin, pretty much saying "Don't do this," and it has a smiley face, so they're thinking that it means the Joker's in the universe.
Just give me a trailer or give me nothing.
They also added that Superman exists in that universe.
Yep. There's a Halloween party, and somebody's dressed up as Superman. So that means that he exists in the universe.
Strange.
So, we didn't talk about this last week a little bit. This would be the last news stuff we really talk about. How do you guys feel about them adding all the Fox movies into canonical MCU?
What do you mean?
They added it now. All the old Fox movies are called the Marvel Legacy.
Oh, yeah. I know.
So now canonically they're a part of the MCU, and with the whole fucking multiverse thing.
I think that's a no harm, no foul. Nothing's going to come from it. It's just putting a nice little neat bow. Like, hey, we have X-Men too, if you like this.
Yeah. Now they can sell it all in a box.
Yeah, it's all exactly. It's all on Disney Plus.
We also last weekend Jimmy went and saw New Mutant.
I did. Yeah.
So I mean, him saw. Like I said, it wasn't a bad movie.
It's okay. It was all right.
So
wasn't fantastic. Wasn't spectacular. It was decent.
Yeah.
You know?
Like if it was on, I'd probably watch it. Maybe if it was on cable, but I'm not probably going to go out of my way to watch it again. But am I upset? Am I as disappointed as like Apocalypse or something? No.
So bad.
And they had some cool things that are never going to happen. Like the main bad people is the company ran by Mr. Sinister.
Which it also ties into Logan.
Yep. So, but once again, nothing's ever going to happen of it. But, Jimmy didn't even know who Mr. Sinister really was. I know Mike liked Mr. Sinister.
Nope.
So, with his jeweled head.
I like Mr. Sinister.
Then this past week, we watched Love and Monsters.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was one of the newest movies that came out. We were going to try to go see Kid Detective. Didn't end up happening. But Love and Monster, Michael Rooker, the guy from... you stealing my Goldar, bro?
I say, Goldar bothering you, dude?
I don't like the way he's bobbing.
The guy from Maze Runner.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien.
Yep.
Yeah.
The world is really cool.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of that, So they obviously set it up for another one, so that's cool,
Yeah.
I thought it was a nice, good, enjoyable movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just a decent movie. It was actually better when they got to the dealing with the actual monsters. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little more either not enough of the monsters or when you got or like the CGI would be really, really bad, or they would just be, but no, I like what they did with
it was passable.
Yeah.
Real quick,
I like adding the dog.
I was just about to say Boy.
Yeah, that was the best.
Boy was the best dog ever.
So yeah, as soon as I saw the dog, and then after they start getting into some shit, like the first time they get in some shit, I'm like, if this movie has a dog where the dog dies, I'm done. Don't you do that to me?
Can't take it.
No, I can't. John Wick was enough.
Mm-hmm.
What about I Am Legend?
That's the worst one.
Oh, I Am Legend is terrible.
That's the worst one. Like
that's why
when he was just holding
first time I watched that, tears. Tears.
You know the funny part about that movie was everybody talks about the dog. No one's talking about his daughter and wife blowing up in a helicopter.
Damn.
Shit.
But guess what?
These people are trash.
Dogs just blew up in a helicopter.
Dog's the only creature.
Dog.
Dog's the only creature that loves you.
But the thing is though, with the dog, it's like that's a remembrance of his. That's how what keeps his daughter and wife alive. If you think about it,
real quick, that dog probably lived longer than his daughter did. Just saying.
Maybe
it did.
Exactly. See,
yeah, because we got it was a puppy.
And
it was 5 years later, 6 years later.
Like I said, it was a. We're not going to talk about that movie because I had mixed feelings about the whole overall movie.
But the dog didn't die.
Yes, dog didn't die.
So it was okay.
The environment was cool. The way the monsters came about was cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it wasn't just like a Godzilla, this bomb blew up and it.
I got a question though. So why was he holding the chandelier?
We're unsure.
Yeah, we don't know. Is it
I saw it twice. Once with Ashley, once with my kids. I'm like, fucking chandelier, just throwing me.
His
out.
mom grabbed it, so I'm guessing it may be an inside gag or something for the show, for the movie, maybe. But
family heirloom, maybe.
But it was good.
I thought that Woody Harrelson, I because they were him in the.
That was Michael Rooker.
Sorry, Michael Rooker. Why do I keep? Oh, I'm thinking Zombieland. Yeah.
Which, real quick,
interchangeable.
Michael Rooker, a swell guy.
Yeah,
he's my favorite.
Nicest guy in the world.
Super nice.
So my daughter's still on his Instagram, I think, with like 20,000 views or something like that.
Yeah,
nice.
Swell guy.
Nicest guy ever.
But I thought that because he was really nice to the main character and the little girl and stuff, and I thought they were setting it up. He was too helpful, too nice, and I thought they were going to turn on him somehow.
Yeah,
they were going to use him as bait or something like that. But no. So far they were just good people.
So would that have been something that would have done better as a show or a movie with that environment?
No, I'm happy with the way the movie was, and
like
I think it perfectly sets it up to add to it.
I think movie is better just because you have the budget to work.
Well, now everything has
but not everything though.
I think Netflix and shows, HBO.
The monster thing.
What came out on?
One of those probably.
I think it'll get tired. I think it would get tired like after too long.
Well, because what it reminded me of was the show Daybreak on Netflix.
I never saw it.
It was a decent show. What it was pretty much a bomb blew up and turned all the parents into zombies, all the adults, not the kids.
Oh.
So it was like a teenager-esque zombie, but the zombies, they weren't like super brave. They were just kind of going about their life the last time they blew up pretty much. But it was a decent show. I was actually interested. It was like all these different cliques that were all feuding. It was, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was excited for a second season, and then Netflix canceled it.
Yeah,
it was one of those ones where Netflix canceled it, and then like 6 months later, unfortunately, the writer took her own life after.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like Netflix canceled, and she's like, "Cool."
So my life's over.
No, what I think I would like to see Love and Monsters do is we got the first movie. He does the self-discovery journey. Second movie, they head to the mountains, to that whole thing, and then last movie is they get their world back.
The trilogy,
or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, no, like I wasn't sure with that structure that it could work as a small miniseries or a show.
Miniseries, yeah. A show, I just think it would get. I think there's that you'd get over the monster thing and stuff real quick, So
I agree.
So, like I said, everything's freaking getting a damn show now.
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like last week we talked about Green Lantern show,
now the Batman show or Gotham show.
Oh yeah, and then Pennyworth has its second season coming out.
Sure it does. What channel is it on? Epics.
I think something like that. I don't fucking know.
One of those channels that nobody watches.
Me and James watched all of Lovecraft Country.
Yep.
Which overall, as the show, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10, maybe. 6.5.
I give it like a 7.
So, like I said, like it had good episodes, but every episode felt like it was trying to tell its own story that then tried to tie it together into the show.
Yes.
So that's one of those. So the show Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I've only seen one episode, but after I saw the first episode, I found out that every episode is like its own mini show. And then I was like, no, I like my shows to be a big developing story that I can follow.
I mean,
not that each one of those individual things probably weren't interesting and good.
No, like with this, like the premise is this guy's family is kind of tied into this occult type thing.
Yeah.
So like the overall arcing story is about his family and such, but then like between the end of the second episode to the third episode, like some time passes that they really don't even talk about. You're just kind of like, okay, that's weird. And then then there was like the second from last episode had a really cool part where they I kind of want to talk to Mike about, because then I also watched Watchmen. The Watchmen and Lovecraft Country both talked about the 1921 how would you like
Tulsa, Oklahoma?
I know,
riot.
Terrorist attack. Really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how would you classify it?
It's a terrorist
but it was
attack.
like a lot of black folks were pretty much just killed, blown up. Like,
this is the thing you want to talk
yes.
about. Okay.
Like it's
so so tell me what, because I'm not familiar.
Can you pull up the Tulsa 1921 Tulsa, Oklahoma? Yeah, like Mike, it's just pretty much an attack, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They started like dropping bombs and
Long story short, there was a segment of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
There it is.
African Americans had kind of built
Tulsa
up a
Race
nice
Massacre.
little town. They called it Black Wall Street. So I mean, it was just like any other ethnic town.
Right there.
It's like
more than 8
town, or you have a Mexican town. So it wasn't like anything like, oh, this is so special. It's like any ethnic group, you have a special part of town where you do your commerce.
Okay,
but it got a little too popular, and some white business owners was none too happy. And some disputes, tax disputes, things like that got out of hand.
Memorial Day weekend.
They had a great idea of we're just gonna blow that street up, and
So,
they did that.
So a number of
So only 36 deaths.
it's a lot though.
I'm saying, but 26 were black, 10 were white.
Mm-hmm.
150 black and 50 white, estimated by somebody else.
And that's the thing, estimated. That's where it gets weird.
So over
the numbers-
800 injuries.
Yeah, the numbers vary because that's the thing. Like he said, okay, I never heard of it. Is it because I never heard of it because I was a white?
Well, that's what I was asking Mike. That's my
it's not
big
because
thing.
you're white.
That
It's
is interesting.
Yeah, it's not something I think a lot of black people know about. It's not. It's definitely not
never heard
something
about
that's
it.
taught. It's not something you want to talk about because it's. I mean, who wants to talk about that?
So what
I-
it said
I'm
right
not- I
here is
didn't
the
read
part
much
was
of this,
dedicated
but-
in 2010. In 2020, the massacre became a part of the Oklahoma. Okay,
See, that's
in
what's
2020, it became part of the Oklahoma school curriculum.
Yeah, so they're just now
So-
starting to teach it, and now you're trying to see. Now you're seeing like a bunch of filmmakers like, ooh, I want to kind of reenact.
Yeah,
this.
like which
There is a big documentary that's coming out on this because there's still some survivors. I want to say there's like a handful of survivors still alive, so they're trying to get their story out before they die. But yeah, I mean, this is just one of the ugly situations nobody want to talk about.
Yeah, like I asked Mike because one,
I'd never even heard of this.
yeah, well, that's why I initially asked him because I was like, one, because we're in the north, you know what I mean, like far, away, and I was just like, is this something that I just don't know about because I
Why
I grew up in a mostly white community.
Which they say one of the worst, or arguably the worst racial violence act in American history.
Yeah.
Why do I not know about this?
Because who wants to talk about it? Like who brings it up?
And that's why it was weird that there was 2 TV shows that were mainly black cast, with Watchmen, being about a black family, and Lovecraft Country being about a black family. That they talked about it, and that's what just threw me off. And that's why I asked Mike, like, is this something I just don't know about? Like, what are the odds of 2 mainstream shows, rightfully both on HBO, talking about this? And that's why I figured I just asked.
The thing that was shocking about this, at least from the reports, is like, all right, you had like Rosewood and you had other like race riots where it was kind of just like conflict in the street. Maybe someone got shot, maybe someone got lynched, but like they were dropping dynamite from airplanes.
Yeah,
like they really.
Yeah, like the beginning of Watchmen where they actually
but the use of dynamite, like they blew that town up. It was like I said, that's what I call it a terrorist.
Yeah, look at that image.
It was it went to another level. It wasn't just like violence. It was like demolition.
Yeah.
So
it just threw me off because, like I said, it was just 2 separate shows talking about it. And that's when you go, wait, wow, like.
But when I watched Watchmen, I was shocked that was part. Like that was the opening scene. I could not believe it. Like I could not believe that HBO was like, oh yeah, we'll let you put that on TV.
And then
I couldn't believe it.
And then then Lovecraft Country, like the second from last episode, has that too.
Mhm.
So you're like, wow, like I saw 2 shows that showed explosions and bomb.
Yeah, it shows like the main chick walking like down the main street as like bombs are just being dropped on the city and shit like that. And like she has like an impervious like spell on her because like the show deals a lot with magic.
But,
so
yeah, like I said,
she can't be hurt. So she's literally just walking through all the fire and the bombs. It was just like a super like epic and scene.
That I haven't seen that. I would want to see that part of it. But yeah, just like I said, it's such an ugly situation that
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure if I was just ignorant because of that, and like I said, like it was something that.
But you bring up a good point. It's like I didn't learn about John Wayne Gacy or anything like in high school or something. You know what I mean? Like even though it was a national for a long time thing.
Yeah.
So I guess I could kind of see what you're talking about, where it's an important point in history, but
it's a sensitive.
It needs to be known. I'm glad that Oklahoma City and Tulsa, it finally acknowledging that it happened. That's why the reports are so varied, where it can go from 15 people down to 150. Like that's a big gap.
Yeah.
It's just because no one wants to like you said,
Yeah, because it
nobody
shows
wants to talk about it.
Yeah. 36, 150 to 200,
Yeah.
39.
Like,
275 to 100 to 150
That's
to
a
300.
big range.
Yeah, because nobody like when it happened.
It's also 1921. Record keeping not so great. You know.
Well, plus you're in a town that got blown up.
Right, and
especially with something where it's like we don't really want everybody to know why we blew up the town.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, like why did you blow this town up?
Well, and how many of the African folks there had any kind of documented, birth certificates at the time or
That
something?
and the other thing is how many of that where it's like you blew up my business, you owe me some money. That's where you really don't want to.
Yeah, like if you see,
right?
Yeah, it was about $1.5 million in real estate.
You unjustly blew up my business. That's commerce I could have been making for the last 100 years. Where you're like, ooh, okay,
You see,
well,
yeah,
10,000 black people were left homeless.
yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it was like the opening
Crazy.
scene of The Watchmen where they actually show it.
You're talking about the TV show?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on HBO. Like I said, even the opening scene is just intense.
And you think like, how can you tie Watchmen to that? That's the brilliance of the writing of that TV show.
Yeah,
so they
like,
took
it-
that
Okay.
ugly
It was
little
good.
situation. They took that and somehow tied that to Dr. Manhattan.
Okay.
And you're like, how do you do that? That's
All right.
that show is brilliant, in my opinion.
It was. I
it is
thoroughly
brilliant.
enjoyed it.
Well
So-
acted. Jeremy Irons,
Yes.
Zazanetis. Great. It's great. Great show. One of my favorite shows.
Well, as terrible as this is, I'm glad I now know about it.
Yes, like I said, it's just one of those things that I didn't know about, but that's why with two different things talking about it, I just didn't know if it was something that because we're so far away from Oklahoma, is it something that's like, hey, it's talked about down south,
It's also a little bit early. 1920s. If it was the 70s, we probably would, know about it maybe
Here's
a
the
little
thing,
more,
though.
but I don't know.
They're still survivors. So it's not that long ago when there's people that's still alive that can tell you like, oh, I was there and this is what happened. That's not that long ago. I mean, the person might
There
be
can't be
100.
many. They're 100 years
So
old,
say
yeah.
there's only a handful. Like they might be 100 years old, but the fact that there is people that are alive that can tell you what happened, that it kind of like, oh, you were there.
Yeah, I don't mean like terribly long ago. I just mean like coverage of things, like
yeah, for sure. I mean,
60s, 70s was a lot more,
Right.
Coverage and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Yeah.
I know another one, I forgot the name of it, but another one that a lot of people don't know about is the Black Tom explosion.
I don't know.
It was in New York. It was in 1916, 100 injured. It was by Germany. It was in New York, in New
Wasn't
Jersey.
that at the docks?
Yeah, and the Statue of Liberty actually got destroyed, and that's why you can no longer like go into the Statue of Liberty torch.
Yeah,
because of that. But that actually like destroyed like glass, like a bunch of bombs went off in New York in 1916 too. That was that was a big terrorist attack in New York. Then that's another small thing that nobody talks
I really
about.
didn't know about that.
Or there was another small one that happened around the time of World War II that they were putting bombs on balloons and dropping them in California, like the Japanese was.
Oh,
and they were literally like tying bombs to balloons and then just letting them fall and blow shit up there too.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I like history, and that's what when I heard about it, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I've never even heard about this.
No, I had no idea.
Some more stuff. Like I said, there's a documentary that's coming out.
Who's doing it?
I know Russell Westbrook because he plays for Oklahoma City Thunder.
Okay.
And he's like one of the big financiers around it, so I know it's like a lot of money going into it. But
I'm interested. Like I said, I'll watch it. So then this next coming up week, I would like to watch the trial of the Chicago 7.
Got a 10 out of 10, didn't it?
It's getting great reviews. Like even IGN, all of them has like 9s, and Rotten Tomato, positive. Like it's getting good reviews. I want to see that. We also are gonna have Borat to talk about.
Ooh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. That person
And
Adam.
I think also The Craft. When does The Craft sequel come out? Craft Legacy. I think it's this week as well.
Was that Mikey mumbling? I'm not watching that.
I'll watch.
I'm
not watching Crap too. Sorry.
I might. We'll see.
The 28th. Oh, that's gonna be 2 weeks from now. So you got 2 weeks, Mike. It's fine.
They also review Unhinged.
Yeah. So we can check that out. Well, not like it won't be next week's podcast because it'll be Wednesday. We're doing it on a Tuesday.
It'll be 2 weeks till we talk about it.
Coming soon.
You see what I mean there?
Welcome back. Welcome back, Adam.
That's why he's behind the camera. Have you been able to find Arch Enemy yet?
No.
Okay. So I want to see that.
When does Jiu-Jitsu come out?
November. We still got November 20th.
It's too long.
So
we all need that movie in our lives.
Wait, real quick. Can we please watch that all together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And get fucked up?
Yeah. Sure.
I'll call my guy.
I think that was a play.
Slumber Party.
It is going to come to theater, right?
I'm not sure. I hope.
If it does.
Oh my God. Could you please imagine that in Dolby? It won't happen. Actually, it may. Because there's nothing else.
Highest grossing movie of the year.
No.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Here's the thing. If it comes to theaters, we will rent out a movie theater.
But we gotta go to the AMC. We get fucking trashed at the bar right there, and then go into the movie.
And we get like 10 people. We do a showing. It's fine.
And we don't wear our masks. We'll be such rebels. Such rebels.
But jiu-jitsu is all about honor.
Can we convince Nick Cage to show up?
Probably.
We're trickled like it's a movie premiere. He doesn't know.
We rented the theater for you.
Right.
Can we all get matching those straw hats?
That's fine.
Can we get those?
As long as we also get Randy Marsh masks.
We'll pay for his Uber from the airport to the theater.
Yeah, he's gonna be so stoned. He's gonna think like he's
got his own chauffeur.
Yeah,
dude, that's fine.
Dude, I will totally go pick up Nick Cage.
Nick Cage for the airport.
All right,
I don't know who his agent is.
Can you figure out how to get in contact with Nick Cage? Can you Google that real quick?
Adam, it's up to you to make this happen.
You have a week.
When you pick him up, though, don't look him in the eyes.
And don't talk about bees.
And then we figure out.
Don't talk about bees.
I'll bring up Con Air too.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Don't.
Of course, you're gonna bring up Con Air.
No.
We gotta
don't bring it up. And we'll pitch it in the theater.
Okay. And really, what we're gonna show is we'll watch the movie Jiu-Jitsu, but then afterwards, it's our presentation.
Yeah. PowerPoint.
Time share.
Yeah. All I need is 30 minutes of your time.
So be on the lookout for Jiu-Jitsu movie premiere brought to you by Movie Fight.
Starring Nick Cage.
Wait, real quick. David Duchovny's in the Craft sequel?
Yeah, you remember he was the dad.
Oh, I don't remember anything from that name.
He was the dad in the trailer. Yeah, I'm not watching it.
Are you going to fast forward through it?
No, I'm just not going to watch it.
You're just going to read the clip notes?
Just not going to pay attention. I don't know what you're talking about.
So what we could do is just tell him things that happen and he'll be like, yeah, I heard about it.
Sounds good.
The last few weeks, we've been trying to discuss TV shows or movies where we tried our damnedest to get into it and we just couldn't.